Minecraft is a game that requires no introduction nor explanation. Whether it's the childhood memories you have of playing it late at night, window open, wind howling, or the memories of countless multiplayer servers you've joined and the many friends you've made, it is definitely a game that holds a lot of meaning to you. The Minecraft movie, on the other hand, does not capture that feeling at all, nor does it even try. It is a relatively low-quality comedy, a cash grab that will undoubtedly make a lot of money, barely relevant to Minecraft as a whole, besides using the character designs for some of the mobs and a bit of the game's mechanics. Let's take the name itself, Minecraft. Besides being thrown around as a quick little joke, where Jack Black screams, "Let's Minecraft!" neither mining nor crafting play that big of a role in the movie. It is not a movie about creativity, despite having a shallow moral slapped on at the end about how you should pursue your dreams, with the kid character making a jetpack or something. It is obviously a movie that doesn't take itself seriously. A giant YouTube poop with a multi-million-dollar budget. But then at the same time, the crew and the writers, the storyboarders and the actors, the developers of the game itself, and just about everyone who's worked in the movie said that it's a love letter to the community. But it isn't. Minecraft is a game about creativity. That much is immediately obvious to anyone who's played it for more than a few minutes. If the Minecraft movie did not feature some kind of moral about how kids should pursue their dreams and be creative, then hell might as well could have frozen over. But was that really the best way to go about it? Having a kid main character who gets picked at school for a whopping 10 minutes for being creative, who then proves the bullies wrong at the very end. Wait, were the other characters even necessary? Nobody I've talked to about the movie even really cared about anybody other than Jason Momoa and Jack Black. Why was that subplot about the sister having to be a parent to her brother even in the movie? Was the theme of them being misfits even necessary? Was the movie trying to take itself seriously at some point, but then the writers decided it would be too odd for its majority child audience? I have no clue. But if so, I wish they went with the original cut. A Minecraft movie. The title already implies that they don't want this to be the definitive story of Minecraft. It is not the Minecraft movie about the Minecraft. It's just one of the many stories you can tell within the game. And this story is a comedy for kids. And that's good, I guess. At least they didn't try to make Jack Black canon. But I just wish the movie took itself more seriously. I've heard a lot of people say that video game movies are doomed to fail, and that this giant shitpost of a movie is probably the best they could have done with the cult classic that is Minecraft. I disagree. Sure, video game movies are frequently box office flops, but that's because most of them adapt games that are very limited in scope, plot, and size. Minecraft isn't any of those things. It is a sandbox. It is the sandbox. There aren't many story elements for the writers to use or abuse. Some people say that's exactly why they made the movie the way it is. They had to add some plot elements to make it a proper movie, with actual villains, some plot progression, and a grand fight at the end. That's why they added the piglin villains, why they added that speedy winged iron golem, etc. I think if the writers couldn't find a way to make Minecraft, a wonderfully free and open world with mysteries at every corner, into something magical without having to turn the movie into an extremely cheesy adventure about evil, creativity-hating villains invading a land of creativity just to stop said creativity, then have them duke it out Infinity War style at the very end, with no mining and no crafting in sight, then I don't even know. Maybe they should have just taken more time? Maybe hired different writers? The movie starts without Minecraft, in the real world, and it ends without Minecraft, in the real world. But even when the movie does take place in the overworld, it still just isn't Minecraft. There is barely any crafting or mining in sight, besides the basic introduction of how crafting works in the beginning of the movie, with Steve making a sword and then Garrett failing to make something as well. Crafting is surprisingly absent in this movie. It's used once or twice to further the plot, usually by the creative kid. He creates a potato gun using random objects from the real world. He then uses said potato gun twice in the whole movie, both times to end a grand fight. There is also some implied crafting off-screen, of various armor, golems, weaponry, etc., but even then, I can't help but notice one thing. The only time they create anything, it's for combat purposes. The movie is all about epic fights between the main cast and the piglins. Most of the movie is just a giant chase scene in between the major fights. We're talking about Minecraft here. Sure, combat is part of the experience, but pretty much everyone other than PvP addicts would tell you that it's only a part of it. What we could have had is a movie where Steve doesn't speak. A movie that doesn't speak. It doesn't have many fights, it doesn't throw giant explosions in your face. An animated movie, perhaps, or maybe still a live-action one, but one where there are no funny quips, no Marvel-style humor, just a movie about an unknown presence exploring the world. The mysterious music we all know and love from the game will be present, made by C418, or by somebody who tried to replicate his style. You would explore the world alongside the main character, whoever they might be. A world of mysteries. Some experiences will be familiar to you and re-trigger that initial Night 1 trauma we've all had. Real loss will be experienced by the main character, whether it's a tamed wolf or a friendly iron golem sacrificing themselves. We could see the main character turn the wild world of Minecraft into a welcome one, only for both the audience and the main character to come to the realization that what they've domesticated is barely a sliver of the whole, that just beyond the walls of their base, there lies further a wilderness, adventure, more answers to the many unanswered questions that Minecraft holds for everyone. And it would give us vague answers, just enough to leave us wanting for more. Even the end wouldn't have to be the end. We could have had something beautiful. But that's just my vision of an ideal Minecraft movie. I think everyone has their own version. Who knows, perhaps the movie we got is exactly what you wanted. I mean, it did get a few laughs out of me. Not really at the... I wasn't really laughing with the movie, it's more so at the movie.